My buddy Ryan Davey, who I fish with in Kamchatka, he gives me a call. They had a last-minute cancellation, 4 spots available. We rounded up the crew. We're heading to the Bahamas. Getting into Dallas, there was a whole bunch of delays. Mechanical, storms hitting, everything was delayed. But we were worried about making our connection to get to Nassau. We were really stressed about making our connecting flight. It's gonna be down to the wire. It's time to run.
Yeah.
There's only a couple flights out here every week. So if we miss that connection the next day, you know what? We're gonna be sitting in Nassau drinking rum.
Welcome to the Bahamas, baby.
The layover in Nassau was welcome. You know, we didn't have to rush that flight for the next day. Get to hang out with my buddies, have a few beers and a pizza, and really relax and get into fishing mode.
Despite the fact that this place is extremely wild and remote, it's not that hard to get to. You just hop on a plane to Nassau, get to Nassau, fly down to Acklands, pick you up at the airport, lots of smiles, drive you down to the lodge, and you're fishing the same day.
Oh, sweet. We're here. Acklands. Bring on the bonefish.
Pulling into this lodge, I mean, it's perfect. We're driving up here. He's picking out some spots, talking about triggerfish and permit, and we pull into the lodge. I mean, look at this. Awesome. Got a dining room table ready to go. The rum's ready. Our rooms are ready. All we got to do is catch fish.
Oh yeah, grouper fingers. Caught yesterday. So fresh.
Loading up the rods. We're about to go do a drive-to destination, which is just around the corner. You know, it's late in the afternoon. We're excited to get fishing, of course, and Ryan obliged. I got some drive-to destinations, you know, they're right over here and right over there. We're gonna go look for some triggerfish, some permit maybe, and some bonefish, depending on where we're at and what the tide's doing. So we're gonna throw our stuff in. We're super excited to fish. Want to get some line in the water. So, mechanics in the house, son. Let's go fishing. Pulled into the spot. Ryan said, you know, this is the aquarium. There's fish usually right here. So we got an incoming tide. As you can see, the sighting conditions are absolutely terrible. But, you know, we're just kind of creeping along here. We're all looking for movement, looking for shadows, and hoping to find something to cast to break the ice for the day.
Immediately when we walk up, triggerfish right there. Austin's on them.
Yeah! Dude, he turned on that thing. Yeah. So Austin found this triggerfish. Said, okay, here it is. Casted. Made a terrible cast to start with. Then he got in the game. Got his head in the game. Oh! 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 And hero to zero. He tried to horse it. If you saw what was going on there, he really tried to horse that fish in and just pulled it right loose. Yeah! Whoa! Dude, is that it? Look at it. Look at that trigger fish. Come on up here on the beach. Come on up here. Oh, yeah. Look at that, huh? Woo!
Yeah.
Well, there he goes. I was gonna show him to you guys, but he outpowered me. Boom. All right.
First night we're in camp, Alicia just crushes it, knocks it out of the park. Fresh lobster with Bahamian mac and cheese.
My name is Alicia Olson, and I'm the brains of this operation. As I try to wrap in the Bahamian culture into the food that we serve here at Salina Point, I get a lot of tips and guidance from the locals.
You know, we've got some rum, we've got some lobster, and we've got our beautiful rooms. It's so excited to get to bed so we can get after a full day of fishing tomorrow.
First morning here in camp, first full day. We're gonna rig up the rest of our rods to get in a boat and go chase some fish. So I'm rigging up the new Thomas & Thomas Sextant rod. It's their new saltwater series of rods they have out. And I'm putting the Monarch Phantom Tip tarpon taper on this rod specifically. Now Monarch, they came out with some species specific tapers this year. Tarpon, permit, and bonefish, which we're gonna be fishing all of them on this trip. And so I'm super excited. I really love the Phantom Tip. If you've been following the show and what we do, 15 foot of clear line. I feel like it just gives you that extra advantage, whether you need it or not. So I'm gonna throw a tarpon taper on the 9-weight Phantom Tip. Worked around the corner, and I just want to point out something that's just going through my head and how remote this place really is. We said it at the start of the show, but it is unbelievable once you see this, once you get your feet on the ground, just how remote this place is. And these fish, they don't see anybody but us.
I haven't seen a footprint.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's crazy. So we're super excited. That's what I'm trying to get at. But we were stoked. We got back in this bay, and we're basically gonna walk this whole flat. Ryan said there's a creek that comes in, bonefish heaven through here. So we're gonna walk probably 3 or 4 or 5 hours just along this flat looking for fish. And we got bonefish rods and cooter rods set up. Here we go. Oh my God, how powerful these things are. Oh my God, that was awesome. That fish, I had one eat it, and he let it go. I lost him. I flopped it out there. I just lost it, and they all swam over to try to eat it again. I flopped it back out there. He ate it faster than I could even strip. Oh, it was so sick. That was fun. You saw him tailing right there? Oh, he's coming at you, watch out. Oh, yeah, baby.
You what?
My first Bahamas bonefish. Woo! Yes!
Nice.
So awesome. Look at, he just devoured that thing. Whole school of them. Justin saw him, a camera guy saw him. He was like right there, and there was a whole bunch of them finally. made a good cast. Well, I wouldn't say good, but as good as I needed.
So this is Austin's first trip saltwater fly fishing. So he's looking for bonefish. He's off by himself. He's up on this shallow spot working. And we'd start laughing, joking about it later because he actually saw the fish tailing, but thought it was a stick. So he was gonna go walk over to see what it was and then realized, wait a minute, that's a bonefish. I should cast to that.
It was pretty clear I was not on my A game. Joseph knew I was struggling, so he came over and he was my eyes and ears for me. And within a few minutes, he finds some bonefish. He tells me where to cast, and I put it all together. That was epic. Woo! I just finally, after like 4 hours of hiking, got a bonefish. I think I got the whole school behind it still. Yeah, there's like 4 followers behind it. Yeah. Oh, finally. There we go. I'm on the board.
Back-to-back cast. He's running into the school. We got this cool little spot right here. They just keep coming in and out from the big water. They keep coming in groups of 20s and 40s, just huge schools of them coming from the big water. They're coming through this cut and just entering the flat through this little cut. So we got them kind of in a little neck down area where we're just sitting here waiting with the wind at our back. The sun's right, and as soon as they come onto the flat, we can see them. So fun. Oh, look at them all. Oh, dude, he's getting chased by a shark. Dude, I think he just got ate. Look at that. Oh, dude, he just ate it off. Look at that shark. Dude, I just got schooled by a shark.
The whole day I was looking for a pinch point, a spot that was a little deeper with that incoming tide, that those bonefish would be coming from the deep and funneling through a spot where I could ambush them. And I found it. Like, to my surprise, I found it. I saw these fish, and what was really crazy about this spot is they were coming through 20, 30, 40 at a time. I mean, I'm all by myself, the boys are eating lunch, I'm laughing, catching fish after fish after fish. I mean, this spot is like the money spot.
Dude, he just freaking ate it right there. They spook a little when you throw it in the middle of that big group. They spook a little right there. And then the ones in the, oh my God, look at this group that's coming at us. I'll walk back to camp if I have to. But look at the speed of these things. The old Phantom Pit, man. Throw it right in on top of them, get a little spooky, and then the ones that were 10 feet away from your cast just turn and eat it anyway. Look at that. That's another freaking beautiful fish. Oh my God, there's so many in here. It's so awesome.
I holler at Justin. I'm like, get over here, Justin. These fish are here. Justin's never caught a bonefish. So he gets one of me on camera. I'm hooting and hollering a good time. Well, you know what? Now it's Justin's turn.
Dennis has this little honey pot all set up for me. It's like he corralled them just in there for me. Couple casts in, strip, strip, strip. Whoa! It just almost rips the rod out of your hand. It's just amazing how a fish, 10 inches long can just take you to your backing instantly.
He's coming right at me.
Right. don't care. That was rad. First bonefish in a pot. I'll take it.
So, right when I found these fish, the lunch boat was kind of off to the side. They moved around, so everybody was kind of walking that way, away from me and towards the boat. So they've been having some beers and eating lunch, and I think Abe caught a big barracuda.
I get a sandwich from the boat, wolf that down, and Frankie, the boat tender, says, "Hey, barracuda, off the stern." Sure enough, there is a log just hovering out offshore. My rod, it just explodes almost out of my hand, and I'm hooked into the biggest barracuda I have ever seen. The grab of this fish was just unprecedented. I couldn't believe the speed, the power, and the aggression. It was a dream come true, and arguably one of the best fights I've ever had with a fish.
That was a nice, delicate presentation, even in this wind. Oh! So fun. Been working all day to find. God, if you could see the amount of bonefish that I'm looking at right now, I don't know if you'd even believe me. There's 50 or 60 just right there. You know what I love about this place is you don't see another person. That's what's really crazy. It's so remote. You just don't see another person. That's what's different to me, like from this kind of fishing versus Christmas Island. Christmas Island's really good fishing, but you see a lot of people. You know, there's 5 or 6 different camps. Here, buddy. As you can see, they're not big, but my God, we're having fun.
As we're catching fish, Abe and Austin come over, and pretty soon, everybody's catching fish.
love it.
Are you kidding me right now? All my best buddies
This is a tiny
hooked
fish,
up
but
on
big.
bonefish. Everybody's laughing, smiling, and just like,
Beautiful fish.
wow. This is the best first day ever.
We're moving into the spot. We drove down from the lodge. Took us about a half an hour to get in here, and we're looking for barracuda. We're all rigged up with steel leader and barracuda flies, and we've got to this spot. Lots of rocks. You can see the water's blue, a little deeper off the edges, and Ryan says this is a good spot to look for cuda. So we're gonna go walk over here, spend about an hour, see if we can find a barracuda or two.
Within a few minutes, Dennis has got a barracuda riled up with his fly. I grab my rod with the popper, I lay out that popper fly, and right away, that barracuda is keyed in, it sees it. And the peanut gallery behind me just went wild.
On the bobber.
Yeah! Yeah! Boom! A huge eat, 20 feet from all of us. It was like we all caught that fish at the same time. It was just incredible. Yeah! Woo! Ah!
Second cuda.
Yeah! Woo! Woo-hoo! Heck yeah! Nice work, bro. That's what I came here for.
We smashed bonefish. It was a little bit of a slow start, but once they started moving in, they started to cooperate. It was on fire. I mean, we were just on bones, on them. Abe smoked a giant barracuda at the boat for lunch while Justin and I were still pounding bonefish. And then we drove down to the point here just because we needed a couple hours to do something. Thought we'd just try to catch a barracuda, and we did. stripped a big one in on the streamer, and then Abe threw around with the popper right at the end. Boom! Right in front of everybody. The gallery went wild. We lost our mind. It was so awesome.
Oh, what an experience.
And we still got a few days left.
I can't believe we got like 5 more to go. Unbelievable.
So awesome. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
I hope you guys out there watching can feel the excitement.
Down here in the Bahamas, relationships are key. And at Salina Point Angling Adventures, they are friends with everybody. And they've got Nikki, kind of doing a lot of different things for their operation and for other people. Nikki has just built a new bar and a little restaurant. So we're gonna check it out. Nikki is so excited that we're there to film. She really does roll out the red carpet for us. She's making us drinks and she's cooking up this spread of dinner. I mean, none of us could even eat it all. We're talking lobster in the shell, grouper, snapper, Bahamian mac and cheese, coleslaw. What an awesome way to check out some local culture and, you know, hang out with Nikki a little bit.
So after dinner, we've had a few beverages, and our boat tender, Frankie, says, have you guys seen the crab dance? And no, we have not seen the crab dance. So instantly, the challenge is on. Can we do the crab dance?